Task Force Orange at Nationals, and this is the second game on day 2, so game 6 overall. That's good. I was playing against Ben. Ben had come top of the table the day before, just pipping Ken at the last minute, but he'd lost earlier to Scott, I think, in the first round. And so here he was facing me, while Scott was facing the guy who beat me in the first round. After my drubbing in the earlier game, I was absolutely determined not to end bottom of the 8. I was absolutely determined not to be the wooden spooner on the day. Ben chose to go first. He chose my fire lanes. I spread the tokens out, thinking to myself, all I have to do is control 2 of these 3 tokens and not lose anything, and I will win. And that's what I set out to do. Ben threw his 1 squadron forward, and so I was able to put the token underneath it, which he, yes, was immediately kicking himself about because he said he decided not to do that and then promptly did it. So Raiken's the ship here closest to the screen, 2 corvettes the other way. Jaina's Light is the one there jumping between those ISDs and very nearly dies as a result, but survived. If Jaina's had lost, then it would have been I still would have won, but it would have been a different outcome. But my corvettes are working very hard in the distance. They're keeping out of the front of that ISD too, and the other ISD is there trying to chop up my squadrons and put some more pressure on other things. And Jaina's Light here rolls some very lucky dice, brings that Gazanti down to 1 hull, and then kills it with the ram, and then engine techs out of the way and lives on 1 hull. So well done, Jaina's Light. You made up for my many failures in the last game. And my various corvettes over there are slowing or speeding up as need requires. Don't do 2 things with them both because they're not both going to get away. So the one in the far left corner has slowed and will slow eventually to speed 0. And the other one is just zipping along as fast as he can. Speed 4 and engine techs all the way. And I've just got 2 of the 3 tokens up this end. I lose an X-Wing probably in a foolish sort of way, engaging with Sienna Ray there, probably unnecessarily, and the flak from the ISD, I guess. But as we come through the game, I don't think we'd updated the numbers or put the tokens down there, but you can see that I've got 8 tokens at the end of turn 4 to his 4, because his ISD is controlling the one over there. His ISD will drop to speed 0 as well to maintain position over those tokens. And yeah, and I'm just mucking around farming the tokens up this end, and there's nothing really he can do about it. He does take a good shot at that other squadron, but corvette, but failed. He scored 103 from tokens and killing an X-Wing, and I got 224 there from most of the tokens. So a solid 7-4. If I hadn't lost the X-Wing, probably still would have been a 7-4. I think it'd have to get to 140 or something to make it to an 8. Perhaps I'm talking out of my hat. Perhaps I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. So we'll just leave it there. I don't have the table memorized anymore, apparently. Alright, so that was good. I wasn't in last place going into the last round.